The reality of my birth, not pretty. No glamour pages of introduction, yet hell released its own headline, and it read, "Extra, extra, read all about it. Another abandoned black baby becomes a drug statistic." This was the propaganda. Demonic media streaming through lyrical highways, attempting to set the stage as if my bloodline needed an encore. Demons were trying to predict the outcome of my destiny, foretelling my fate as if one could see the mind of God, as if God Almighty himself would even attempt to unveil his secret weapons to mere common dust. But there I lay, not even the size of grace nor Trinity, a mere pounds of eager flesh, passing through the wombatic borders and boundaries from life unto death, shackled by the chains of generational infestations, plagued by the residue cords of ancient spirits, but wrapped in the swaddling prophetic garbs of time. You see, my gift is older than me, preceded my entry, paved the way of my arrival, becoming my security blanket and my covering. But these demonic assassins thought that they could silence my voice of ancient prophetic winds of time, or at least to create a gateway of destruction, as if the mantles of Issachar and Enoch would ever be erased, thinking that the legacy of royalty could ever be replaced. Thus in my womb lies the core of my mission, intact, hidden, and in place. You see, I am eternity's misfit. Yes, angel dust flew in these newborn veins, thinking they'd ensure insanity's vanity, attaching itself to my future, obviously adding obituary confirming facts that foretold a premature outcome of my death, spitting hairs with heroin, free base through veins not yet developed, conversing with death, angels warring for my existence. The grim reaper slept in silence while convulsions pushed through pampered lungs, yet identity theft pulsated through pain, shattering the pieces not collected, but leaking into the marrows of my bone. Feedback, not an option. Abortion would have been easier, but I was selected, force-fed intravenously, made to drink from heaven's prophecies, all while consuming ancestral dysfunctions' histories. My life becomes the producer of epics, a parable of poetry to skeptics, confusing the minds of gnostics. Philosophers puzzle because I am the conjunctions of thought, the comma that poses, caught in between two conversations, an artifact of originality, mixed with the traces of bloodline of strychnine, bearing the mark of two worlds. You see, I am eternity's misfit. I am well acquainted with grief. It is a badge of honor. My scars become life's hand-painted portrait of adversity, born with no silver spoon in my mouth, born with the compassion of the broken, but buried in the wisdom of tombs, marinated in the collection of sauces of simmering juices of crucifixion. Like Moses, I was sold upon the auction blocks into privileged institutions, but ate from the barren scraps of inequality, drunk from the murky waters of discrepancy, groomed in the systems of men, called to destroy the political agendas, but first was crushed by their scepters. And now, I am a voice of justice, but first I was a murderer of cause. These hands have learned to fight on the back streets of shame, filling in the gaps where time became the incongruent, religion the impulsive lover, and irresponsibility the sign of youthful immaturity. But I was always born to be a misfit. My existence misguided me. My birth misaligned me. My childhood misunderstood me. My education misinstructed me. My adolescence informed me. My mentors mishandled me. And religion misplaced me. My worth misinterpreted me. But I was always born to be a misfit. Though my story is still being transcribed, I stand alongside the trailblazers before me, whose written salutations are etched in the bareback skins of my authenticity, counting it an honor to be a nonconformist, the mere composition of an authorship's creativity. I am eccentric in my nature. The poetic penmanship is my landscape, placed upon the canvas hearts of men. Unconventional are my methods. Peculiar is my foundation. Strange is my essence, the rare aroma that time has manufactured, and the Father has approved of me and is pleased. Thus I rewrite the headlines that hell introduced, because I am not a statistic, but I am the product of heaven's misfit generation, called to confound the wise. I am proud to be called eternity's misfit.